Hey, what's up and what's going on, everybody? It's Mayo, and today we have another video on my channel. I haven't done a face cam or voiceover in a very long time, and I'm actually going to start getting into more of those. But as you guys can see from the title, this is why I created Team BH. The main reason overall, I have a couple notes on my phone, so I'm going to find a couple questions that I have written down, just kind of elaborate on it and tell you guys the reasons why I created Team BH and how it all became, because I'm sure a lot of you guys wonder what went through my head thinking, why would I create a Fortnite team? As you guys know, Team BH is the first Fortnite team that was created that is still lasting today. So the reason why I created Team BH, I'm just going to give you guys a little bit of backstory of my life. I know I did a video on this about a year ago, but it wasn't as detailed. In this video, I kind of just want to tell you guys how it actually came about, my exact reasonings. I'm not going to simp about nothing. I'm not going to say and try and hide anything. I'm just going to be straight up and upfront. So when I was in college, after high school, I was at Algonquin College in Ottawa, and I was taking entrepreneurship there. When I was taking entrepreneurship, you know, that year there was a strike in the college, and all school was off for about 2 months. And that whole time I was just there kind of partying with a bunch of homies, doing not really any work in college because there was no school at all. It wasn't like this coronavirus stuff where, you know, you still have online school. No, colleges were just canceled. So I was just living on residence with a meal plan, eating for free, living for free technically. Obviously I was paying for that. And I just had a group of like 10 friends, 10 of my friends in real life that were always there. We were just partying, just enjoying our time there every single day. And I came across meeting a girl, as most of you guys probably do know, Emily was my ex-girlfriend, and she was the first ever girl I've actually ever caught feelings for throughout high school. I never really caught feelings like that. I never got in any serious relationship. I was kind of just more focused on myself, and she was the first person I caught feelings for. Originally, we just were friends for about a month, and then, you know, stuff happened and we started talking seriously and getting into a thing. We dated for about like 4 months, and everything was perfect. No arguments, no nothing. Everything was great. Great relationship. Wouldn't change anything for those years in college and those strike days, you know, hanging out with my friends and the person I cared about and just, you know, doing whatever we wanted to do. It's just like a dream of mine, you know, and it was like no different than how you guys see like the Face House, you know, they just have unlimited funding or whatever, so they can just go hang out together, they can make videos together, they can do all that stuff. But like my friend group in college weren't as driven necessarily as I was. I brought up this whole YouTube friend group stuff back then, but they didn't really know what to do, like talking about living in a house together while we were in college, you know, doing videos, and they didn't really like understand fully, and they didn't really have that commitment. They were kind of just too busy partying and all that stuff. So I never really started anything like that in college, which was something I've always wanted to do, you know, just create a friend group, be able to do YouTube videos together and so on and so forth. But I was in school for entrepreneurship. So after the strike ended, they offered everybody full refund of your money. So I got my money back from my residence, I got my money back from my meal plan, I got all my money back, and I dropped out. Didn't count as a dropout because it was the school board taking it over. So then I was planning on going back the following year. And then I just got a quick little job at Lone Star. I was in the kitchen, and I was doing that for a little while. Me and Emily were still talking. She dropped out too. She got her money back. She lived in Toronto. I live in Ottawa, 6 hours apart. And she just said that she wanted to try a long distance, and so did I. So we tried long distance for about a month and a bit, but there was no intent of her ever coming back to Ottawa, and there was no intent of me going to Toronto at that point. This is before all BH and all that stuff, right? This was around 2018, early January. So we just tried long distance. Everyone from my work at Lone Star was telling me long distance is not going to work. You're not going to see her. You know, she's not planning on coming here, blah, 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 blah. Skipping ahead, I told her I kind of wanted to end it. She didn't really want to at that point, so we tried again. We didn't try again. We kept going for about a week. And then after a week, I mentioned it again, and she was like, I kind of agree with you. This long distance is going to be hard, blah, 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 blah. We both mutually decided to split up. And yeah, that's how that happened. After that, I was kind of just in a loss with my life, you know. I was just waiting to go back to school because I didn't know what I wanted to do. So just working at Lone Star with the money I had, I'd just go hang out and party with some friends. Wasn't really going down a right track, and I'm open enough to admit it. And I was not doing the best things either. And then I got in a couple arguments with my dad at one point. Some stuff happened, and we got in a big fight. I ran away from home for a week. It was hard. I was very emotional. He was emotional. I didn't answer my phone for a week, so my parents and brothers didn't know where I was, and I was gone. And then something happened which I'm not comfortable disclosing, that what made me MIA for a couple days. And then I ended up reaching out to my dad after about a week and a bit, telling him I wanted to come home. I wanted to get my life on track. I wanted to really figure out what I wanted to do with my life. So just before I even continue with this, you know, whatever you guys dream of doing, don't ever set yourself like, oh, I need to figure it out right now. If this doesn't happen right now, I don't know what I'm going to do. You know, I didn't know what I wanted to do for a very long time. I started multiple different things. I used to buy and resell shoes. I made a decent amount of money. I played another game off of it. I made a decent amount of money, but nothing was really long lasting. And then, you know, when I went to college, I was just going to go for entrepreneurship, get my degree, and then, you know, try and start a business or something down the road. And then I ended up dropping out because of the strike, getting a job at Lone Star, going down the wrong path, getting arguments with my parents, ran away from home. I know a lot of you younger kids probably get in fights with your parents, and it's normal. It's okay. You just got to realize at the end of the day that they're your parents and they genuinely love you, and whatever they tell you is because they care about you. And I always appreciate my dad for everything he's always done for me. And I told him I wanted to get my life on track, so just resuming where we left off, he's like, okay, I'll help you find a job in the car dealership, because I was kind of interested in that as well, and he worked in the car dealership for 20 years. And then while that main time was happening, I remember talking to Emily again, and I was saying, hey, I was just wondering if there was any way I'd be able to see you again. Would you consider getting back with me? And she told me, like, I wouldn't be opposed to it. And then after that, I was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to, like, leave you be. I'm not going to bother you because I don't want to hold on to these feelings. I think it's best if we just part our ways, completely stop talking, you know, move on and everything. And then she was like, okay, like, I understand. And then she ended up blocking me, long story short. And she had me blocked for about 9 months. She happened to get with somebody else. And that whole time, about 2 weeks after that, which was about a week after that, which was a week after that incident when I left my house, ran away from home, I ended up thinking about it. I was playing Fortnite a lot, and I remember growing up watching FaZe, Optic, and Soar back in the Call of Duty trick-shotting days, and I really saw FaZe, how they progressed. You know, they started off as just content creation, doing some videos for fun, a bunch of homies, and then ended up moving together and making videos together, and it was kind of just reminding me of that Algonquin College residence days, that I was like, very similar aspect of what FaZe did, obviously to a next level they did it, but it was just like that environment that I really love being around friends you genuinely care about, that you can call your brothers, you know, and just doing stuff that you want to do, and that's just was my motive. I was like, you know what, like, why don't I try and replicate that? You know, Fortnite's the next biggest thing since Call of Duty days, and it's been about 5-6 months since the game's launched. There's been a bunch of pro players getting signed, like TSM when Myth was signed, you know, or when he was a bigger player back then. This was in April 11th, 2018. I decided to create Team BH. So this was about 5-6 months after Fortnite released. We were the first official team. There was a couple of small, like, clans and teams before us, but they're not lasted anymore. They're not around still. So we're the longest living Fortnite team out there. Even before, when the original Chronic started, we were before that. We were just very small. I didn't really know how to grow the team or start anything, so I just created an Instagram page. We just posted clips on it, started building a little name for myself. You know, I invested some money into paying for promotions on Instagram and stuff like that, you know, just to help get the name out there. I really grinded every day. Season 6, for the whole Season 6, I placed number 2 solo leaderboards on Xbox platform, and then Season 7, I placed number 1 duo leaderboards on all platforms. And that started bringing me some recognition because my name was YouTube BH-Mayo up on the leaderboards. Got my channel up to about 3-4K. So for the first 11 months was very slow. Actually, from April 11, 2018 to December, she had me blocked the whole time. And then she unblocked me. And around April 11th, I was around like 3K subs, actually. And then I told her, you know, like, I was still grinding for her. And I was still grinding to try and make something out of this. And so just breaking it down, I started Team BH because of a girl. As corny as that sounds, it is what it is because she was the one person that made me really feel genuinely happy for who I was. And I just really didn't want to lose that. So I grinded every single day those leaderboards to bring some recognition. Once I did, I started uploading on YouTube every 2 days, no later, sometimes every 3 days if it was unnecessary. But I even cut down to daily uploads. And then around fast forwarding to March 2019, I really started to pick up. The team Instagram started getting in on the Explore page. So it was about 11 months of slow growth. Nothing was fast. The YouTube channel got on the recommended for a 25K RC. Everything just kind of started picking up. Me and Motion both hit 10K on March 12th together on the same day. And then from March till May, I ended up going from 10K to 50K. I really started picking up. That was when I was getting in the algorithm a lot, and I was doing very well. And the team channel started picking up as well. I was around 50K then, and the team channel was around 80K. So I was doing enough to actually create this as a job. And let me just go back a bit because I missed this part. For a lot of you guys wondering, how at my age did my parents just say, yeah, you can grind gaming? I remember after that incident where I told you I ran away from home and I came back and I told my dad I wanted to get my life straight, I remember crying and begging to him, just saying, can you give me 1 year to stay at home for free so I don't have to pay rent, and let me grind this out? If it doesn't work in a year, I will move out no matter what. And he agreed to it. So, you know, that was in about September in 2018. And then throughout the summer, I realized Emily wasn't with her ex-boyfriend. So I reached out to her because I was going up to Toronto. I said, does she want to catch up, go out for lunch sometime? She said yes. We started talking again. And from there, in the past 3-month span, as you guys know, I didn't upload on YouTube for 3 months straight. And it was because I went up to Toronto 5 times in 3 months just to go see her. I don't want to get into too much details because I still respect her and I think she's a very nice person. But she ended up feeling like it was too rushed. She wasn't ready for it. Kind of really hurt and sucked because I felt like I sacrificed everything and grinded just to be able to see her again. And you know, I created the team, I put in all those hours and everything, but it was a good wake-up call for me, and it was a good opener because I really sacrificed my own personal YouTube. I always managed the team and did everything I did with the team, and kept everything organized for the team. But with my own personal YouTube, I just didn't upload. I uploaded every 2 to 3 days on the team channel still. Even while I was dating her, I got everything organized, kept all the social medias running and everything. So the team kept doing well, kept flourishing. While me on my personal channel, while I was in my peak, I honestly I stopped uploading. I completely regret it. I stopped for 3 months, and then when I came back, I tried doing it in real life videos because I wasn't enjoying Fortnite, because I quit for 3 months because I was just seeing her all the time. And the in real life videos were doing okay, but it was hard to be really consistent when you're just by yourself making videos all the time. And she wasn't interested in doing like couple videos or anything like that. So I did one video with her. You guys might have seen it. So I drove 6 hours to see my crush again. That was the first time I went up to go see her, actually. So it was a couple months ago in the summer. And it just hurt because it was like I didn't know what I wanted to do. I was bored of Fortnite. I was stuck. And my channel started slowing down a lot. And when I was uploading real life videos, I was only pulling half the amount of views I was before, which was okay. I don't do it for the numbers. It didn't bother me. But then after that, you know, I decided, let me try and get back into Fortnite. But since I'm already going to be so far behind, why don't I switch over to keyboard and try and experience something new? And I did my keyboard progression for about a month and a half, and then I got bored of it again, and I quit for 2 months. And then it hurt my channel even more, and then I've gotten back, and it's been consistent for the past month and a half, and I'm never going to stop uploading again. I'm always going to stay consistent now. I learned from my mistakes. And it was unfortunate because I really grinded everything, and I did so much just to see her, you know. Bought us a pair of 20 pair of shoes. I drove up to her Toronto 6 hours away like 5-6 times in 2 months, and none of this is to blame on her. She just wasn't feeling ready, you know, for a committed relationship that I was, because I sacrificed everything just to see her again. I created this team and I grinded to make it out to be able to see this girl again, and it just wasn't enough for her. And it's okay, it's understandable, because there was kind of 2 reasons why I created this team. I created it, one, obviously, so I'd be able to work for myself, move wherever I want to move, to be able to see her again. And the other reason was because, like I said, I grew up watching the FaZe era, and I remember watching the FaZe house and living in real life houses together, pranking each other and all that type of stuff. It was just like a dream, and it kind of reminded me of the Algonquin College residence style, except obviously better because there's more stuff to do, and you're being productive while you're at it. So it was kind of just a dream, and my goal right now with this team is to bring in as many brand deals and sponsorships that are able to help scale funding for the team to be able to afford or even potentially sponsor a team house, to be able to move some of our main creators and the OG guys who are like the brothers to me, and those guys know who they are, and I'm super excited for this journey. The way we've been able to progress in the last 2 years has been unreal. There's still a lot longer to go. FaZe has been around for a decade. I'd love to see where we're at in the next 8 years. I think we're going to have some extreme potential. And, you know, I just want to keep making content that I enjoy to make, just for you guys and for everybody else a part of the team. They like making content too. And it's been a dream of ours. We've been talking it for a while to move into a house. So I do a lot of stuff behind the scenes. I'm basically doing 2 professional jobs that 99.9% of people can't even accomplish one of them. And I've been able to manage and uphold 2 of them. It's very hard to start a professional esports organization or even brand such as Team BH and get it to where it's at today, let alone the fact that I'm also being a creator and individual YouTuber on the side, and I manage both. You know, I manage the team channel. I edit probably half the videos on the team channel, just not the cinematic montages. I edit all my own videos. I upload on my channel, you know, almost every day, every 2 days, every 3 days, other than this little week. And then I also post on the social medias. I manage all the conference calls with all the sponsorships and deals and offers that we have. I also get in all the calls with all the players, any concerns that they have. And on top of that, there's a lot of other fine details, organizing, making sure their thumbnails are ready, graphics, posters, and cards are ready for posts, just keeping everybody organized. It's just constant communication, and organization is the best thing to running one of these teams. And if you want to be successful and create your own team, you just got to stay very organized and very consistent and put your all into it. And it will work out. And right now we have a lot of big opportunities coming. Recently we've just signed a couple big deals. Can't announce it. Super excited. Going to be changing a lot with BH. But yeah, man, that's a lot of stuff I wanted to kind of go over. Did I expect to get where we are today? Yeah, I really did expect it. I didn't know if I expected it this quick, because it kind of picked up really quick, but I did expect to get here one day, and I do expect to go a lot further. And I think this team has potential to be another version of FaZe Clan in the next 5 to 8 years. So once we're around for a decade, you guys can hear it from this video, what I'm going to do with this team behind the scenes, the amount of stuff I'm going to be able to monetize to help develop some crazy opportunities, team houses, flying people to events, stuff like that. I'm going to be able to make all this stuff happen. It's just going to be a long process and a long journey. You know, FaZe is only starting to make these huge, major moves with all these big companies and teams that by their decade, by the time they're around for 10 years, we've only been around for 2. This team's not stopping anytime soon, and I'm very thankful for everybody on the team. Do we have any plans to expand to any other games? That's just a question I wrote down because I feel like a lot of you guys asked that. Yes, we will expand to other games. Through content creation, probably not. We might sign 1-2 big content creators in another game, but if we do expand to another game, it will be strictly for the pro scene, which isn't a priority. I'm not trying to turn BH into just being a profitable esports organization like Ghost Gaming or Misfits, where they're just trying to make money. That's not what I do this team for. I'm trying to create this team, turning it into a worldwide brand where we are established as public figures and we do content all across, you know, everything, eating challenges, dares, pranks, relationship stuff, everything, you know, just a big community representing BH and doing what we want to do, not because I'm trying to take money off anybody, because as you guys know, I don't have any of the players on contracts. Anyways, guys, I know this video has been very long, and if you guys have made it to the end, comment down below, Mayo on top, so I know you made it to the end. I really do appreciate you guys. You guys mean a lot to me, and I'm going to be switching up my content. I'm going to be doing a lot more voiceovers, face cams, and styles of videos of entertainment category. I hope you guys do enjoy it. I feel like the clip compilations get really boring. I might throw them in here or there. But anyways, I love you guys. I'm out. It's the beginning of a legacy, and I am so thankful for you guys, for real. I've gone through a lot in my past 2 years, and I've just come to realization kind of recently that I'm very appreciative. You know, I've came so far, and this is just the beginning too. Like, I just feel like I've been packing my bags for that hike up the mountain. You know, I got my water bottle, I got my bag ready, everything ready, and I just hit the bottom of the mountain. Now it's time to climb up, and that's where it's gonna go with BH, and I'm super excited. I love everybody on the team, especially my boy Motion. Like, that's my brother, and I'm so happy for him and how far he's came. He's at 330,000 subscribers or something like that. I remember when I was at 10K the same day as him. You know, I slacked. It's all on me. I've already apologized to them, and I want to apologize to you guys for not being consistent, because I want to take this to a next level, and I'm going to take this to a next level. So I'm going to get back on my stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Smash the like if you guys did. Subscribe if you guys are new. Stay tuned for more videos. It's your boy Mayo. I'm out. Peace.